MiHoYo, this right here is probably one of the best things you've ever created. The Mystic Onmyou Chamber. This new addition to Genshin Impact has far exceeded my expectations, whereas I really didn't look into it all that much as for details on what the event was supposed to be, because I wanted it entirely to be a surprise. And oh boy was I! So to start with, let's look at the different loadouts. These are Shikifuda, a list of different cards that you can use during combat that can give you either a shield or a buff, depending on which one you choose. Next, you have a primary combat team and then a support team. My selected combat team is basically the ones I run with all the time when outside of dungeons. Your support team is there just in case you lose one of your main combat characters so that they can back up and fill the empty space. This new dungeon is a roguelike dungeon, consisting of combat rooms, healing rooms, treasure chest rooms, and some pathways that have booby traps. Upon completing a combat round, you are given 3 choices of charms to choose from. Each one has its own buff that will stack with other charms, and there are different levels of rarity that will add better stats depending on which ones you choose. For example, you've got the purple tier and the yellow tier here, as I found later in the game. These ones give you way better buffs, like 20% bonus damage during combat. At the beginning, you'll also be given a mini-map to help you navigate through the dungeon. It will let you know where you've been and where you haven't been, and it'll also give you a sneak peek of what's to come in the next room. At the beginning of most combat encounters, you'll be given a choice of difficulty, whether you want to do dire or serious. Choosing dire will give you a better chance at getting higher level charms to choose from at the end of combat. As I mentioned earlier, there are traps. Some you can see, some you can't. The ones you can't see are cursed seals. These ones give you a debuff upon running over them, and you can't stop them with the shield or anything else. You always want to be aware of traps, especially ones with big explosions, so I suggest running a character with a shield or some way to mitigate damage. If you do take a lot of damage and you don't have a healer on hand, don't worry, there are rooms that will allow you to heal your entire party for free. And at the end of each floor of the dungeon, there will be a boss fight, as there should be, with the completion of each dungeon showing you a list of the rewards you've earned for the event, one item having a limit. Whoa, slow down, Slugger. This is just the trial run. Now, like every event, they have items that you can purchase as you progress, as well as charms that you can unlock throughout the entirety of the event. These, of course, will buff your team during future dungeon runs. Up next is the really good stuff. This here is a list of achievements you can unlock to claim even more rewards, such as Primo Gems, character upgrades, and more. There's also quite a few to complete, so it'll give you a lot of rewards at the end of the event. The final thing you'll be able to purchase with in-game currency is the 4-star character Jin Yan. For those of you that already have her, you'll get a free constellation, and for those of you that don't, well, congratulations, you just got yourself a new character. All in all, I think this is going to be a really great event. It's way beyond what I expected. I'm super excited. But there's 2 things that I'm really hoping happen for this event. MiHoYo, please make this permanent content. I don't care if it's just once a week or once a month. Just make it available for everybody from here on out. And for number 2, I noticed on Act 5 of this event that there is no actual rewards. Please make the Shikifuda that travels with you in this event a permanent companion like the Sealies. Anyway, I think that this is one of the best events that MiHoYo has come out with, and I'm really looking forward to what they have in the future. But for now, this is all I got for you. I will see you later.